Hello everybody, and welcome back. This will be the second video I made for my new channel. I decided to come up with a name just so you know, I have a little bit more of a gimmick, if you will. I was talking to a couple co-workers, and one of my good buddies, Brian, suggested, how about Vinyl Vision? It's alliteration, it works. So yeah, I think we'll be calling this channel Vinyl Vision. Vinyl Vision with Joe Mike Hunt. I'm Joe Mike Hunt, and I guess I'll be your host. That sounds super corny, but that's okay. So I was deciding what video to make, and you know, how to dive into my record collection. And as you can see, I have a lot here. I'm sitting in just under 300 right now, and I can't do a collection video because no one will want to watch that. If you do, let me know. I don't think most people will want to watch that. So today I decided to focus on a specific group of records. So what I'm going to be talking about today, I'm going to be talking about all my Record Store Day exclusive videos. Not videos, vinyls. But not vinyls, records. Because you can't pluralize vinyl with vinyls, because the plural of vinyl is just vinyl, just in case you didn't know. Yeah. So what I did was I went through, I pulled out all my Record Store Day exclusives. I've only been actively shopping for the past 2 years, so I have one Record Store Day exclusive that was from a couple years ago. I'm not exactly sure when, but these are all from the past 2 years. But I have a decent amount, so I figured it would make a great video. So yeah, let's get into it. Now, Record Store Day, if you're not aware, is a day in April. I believe it's always the second Saturday of April. Correct me if I'm wrong. But what they do is local record stores, they stock exclusive pressings that record companies and artists decide to do. So yeah, they have some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, so let's start talking, I suppose. Let's start going through it. Now, for Record Store Day, they always have what they call side-by-sides. Now, these are 7 inches. This year I decided to pick up the Echo Smith and Talking Heads side-by-side. It's basically what they do is they have 2 different artists play the same song, or do covers of it. The song is This Must Be the Place. One side is Echo Smith and one side is Talking Heads. I really love Talking Heads, one of the great bands, I guess new wave, with punk roots almost. They started at CBGB's, which is really cool. And Echo Smith, a newer kind of electronic style indie band, if you will. If you don't know Echo Smith, check them out. If you don't know the Talking Heads, wake up and definitely check them out. This was the only side-by-side that really caught my eye this year. So I picked it up, and it sounds pretty cool, and it's got this really cool split press here. One side is opaque white, cream, if you will, and the other side is this gray blue, and it's semi see-through. You're not gonna be able to pick that up, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Record Store Day exclusive, 7-inch, 45. I liked it. You can't go wrong with the Talking Heads. So as soon as I saw the Talking Heads did a split, and I was like, oh cool, Echo Smith as well. Bam, picked it up. Record Store Day, that was 2016, so that was from this year. Oh, I guess I should mention, last year I went to Scotty's Records in Summit for a Record Store Day, waited online, went in, got my haul, but they were missing one record that I really wanted. So I shot down to Vintage Vinyl and Ford's and ended up getting a couple other things there. But so I went to Vintage Vinyl and Scotty's last year. This year we went to Vintage Vinyl for the initial, and then not ended up going anywhere else because I got everything I wanted and needed. So yeah, ran out of time too, because Record Store Day is a busy day, especially when you work in the restaurant industry, and regardless of what day of the week it is, i.e. Saturday, you're gonna have to go to work. The second one I'm going to be talking to you about, I have the Mumford & Sons Record Store Day exclusive. Don't mind the water damage. I left my window open one day, and this got a little wet, so the cover's kind of shot. It bled the ink, as you can see. But this is a Mumford & Sons 2015 Record Store Day exclusive 7-inch. It has Believe and The Wolf on it. Now, the cool thing is, I guess they tried to make it look like a bootleg. Very simple sleeve, in and out. Very simple label here, in and out. But what happens is, if you want to listen to Believe, you actually have to turn it over and put on the side that has The Wolf. if you want to listen to The Wolf, you have to put on the side that says Believe. So I feel like they did that kind of just as like a gimmick of a bootleg, you know, Record Store Day kind of exclusive. I don't think it was a mistake, you know. I really think that was done on purpose. So 2 great tracks, Mumford & Sons, great band. Got the opportunity to see them, kind of, not really, but sort of. They played Bonnaroo twice while I was there. And the first time they played, I remember walking by and catching maybe a song from the distance. The second time they played, which was 2015 last year, I opted not to go to their set. A little bit of a regret. They had this great, at the end of their set, they had Hosier come on stage, Jim James from My Morning Jacket, and they all did With a Little Help from My Friends. It was pretty dope. I ended up watching the video later, so kind of makes up for it. Not really. One of my regrets. When you go to Bonnaroo every year, you end up with a couple regrets. That was my one regret from 2015. One of my regrets. I wish I would have caught Mumford & Sons. Yeah, good band. Great little pickup, Record Store Day. The next one, this is a 7-inch. This is actually a really cool split. This is a Record Store Day exclusive, as they all are. GDP and the Front Bottoms. If you're not familiar, the Front Bottoms are kind of this, I don't want to say folk, but they, you know, they have acoustic guitar in there. But they're like a cool indie band. They're from New Jersey, and as is GDP. Now, GDP is a hip-hop artist that's from West Orange. I've been listening to him for years. He's pretty much a friend of friends, so it's kind of cool that I have that, you know, acquaintance-type bond with him. And when I found out he was doing a Record Store Day exclusive split with the Front Bottoms, I was like, I definitely got to get it. Now, this is actually what they ran out of at Scotty's that made me run down to Vintage Vinyl to pick up. It's still available, but you know, when you're on Record Store Day, you think that, yo, you gotta get it now, gotta get it now. It's a cool little 7-inch. My favorite thing is they have the flag, the Jersey flag seal on here, which is really cool. And on the back, they have this bird, which is actually the New Jersey state bird, which is the Eastern Goldfinch. Don't ask me why I know that. I'm just a nerd, I guess. It has 2 tracks from each artist. So Limousine by GDP and Parking Garage by GDP. The producer that produced Parking Garage for GDP, he's from Australia. He did a bunch of work on one of his other album, I believe. Well, EP Magic Bullet, which is actually due for a re-release this summer. And GDP is actually doing a show, which I will be attending. So it's going to be the Magic Bullet re-release party. That's going to be awesome. So this is just, you know, a nice little 7-inch. It's got 2 tracks from each band, which is nice, because a lot of times they'll only put, you know, 1 track from each artist on the 7-inch. Has a little digital download and just a regular black pressing, but, you know, it's cool. I feel like it's really cool to have a local artist that I know semi-personally having a Record Store Day exclusive. So of course, as soon as I found out he was doing one, I checked it out and I bought it. Like I said, it made me run down to Vintage Vinyl on Record Store Day. That was 2015. This is the insert here. Once again, that cool Eastern Goldfinch, which is the Jersey state bird, and you know, just a little track info there. As we go through and you get to know me better, you will see that I have a very eclectic taste in music. From, you know, hardcore punk to like metal. I really have a thing for female vocalists, so like if there's a pop singer that's out and about and she has amazing vocals, I will definitely check her out. Which comes to Tovlo. This is the Truth Serum EP. This is a 2015 Record Store Day exclusive. It has Love Ballad, Not on Drugs, Habits Stay High, which is, you know, the song everybody knows and kind of got everybody to know Tovlo. Paradise, Over, and Out of Mind. So this is a 10-inch. It's really cool. It's a nice little bubblegum pink, if you will. It's really cute. Nice little pink Tovlo 10-inch there. Yeah, so, you know, I got made fun of for picking this up by my buddies, but you know what? A nice pink Record Store Day exclusive from Tovlo, which has Stay High on it. Really good. Don't do what I just did. You're never supposed to drop your records in like that. Terrible. This next one I just picked up at the store. It was just there, and I picked it up. It's a Record Store Day exclusive from Cut Copy. It's just got a couple tracks on it. It's a 10-inch. Side A has In These Arms of Love, and side B has Like Any Other Day. So it's 2-track 10-inch. From Cut Copy. I picked it up. It was really cheap, just regular black pressing. I think I got it for like $5, honestly. It was in like the record store day clearance rack, which they have at Scotty's, and it's really nice that they have that available. I guess Scotty's Records has been participating in Record Store Day since it started, so they're kind of a flagship store, if you will. So they get a lot of dibs on a lot of things, and they always have overstock, which is, you know, how I actually picked up the Across the Universe soundtrack, which I'll talk about in a second. The next one is, it's a Group Love 10-inch from Record Store Day 2015. It's got a couple covers on it. It's got Baba O'Reilly by The Who, Don't Worry Baby by the Beach Boys, and then, interestingly, Cage the Elephant cover, which is Spiderhead by Cage the Elephant. So this is a cool little 10-inch for Record Store Day. They did a couple covers. It's just regular black, but it's cool. Group Love was cool. They came on the scene. I liked what they were about. They have a good sound. I like Group Love, and you know, I like when bands kind of, you know, they have a big hit and, you know, they do their thing and then not necessarily fade into obscurity, but they're still doing their thing. And Group Love's one of those bands. They're always putting out good stuff consistently. So that's a nice little 10-inch there. Next 10-inch I have is Comeback Kid, the Rain City Sessions. This is a Record Store Day exclusive from 2015. It's got a couple, I don't want to say acoustic, but they're like low-key or more low-key covers of, not covers because they're old artists, but more low-key songs, versions of their songs. So it was really nice because this has Wake the Dead as the first track, which is one of my favorite Comeback Kid songs, you know, really amped up. If you're not familiar with Comeback Kid, they're kind of like a shoutcore band. They're very loud, very fast. So this is a little bit of a change of pace. The Rain City Sessions, this is on nice white all the way through and through, not cream, but white opaque. Nice little green label there. Yeah, Rain City Sessions, 2015 Record Store Day exclusive from Comeback Kid. It's nice to hear different versions of songs you already like, and to see what the artist can do with those songs. So it's cool, especially Wake the Dead. I love that song. It's a great song. Nice little picture of the band here, a couple pictures, and you know, this picture pretty much sums up Comeback Kid. I mean, look at this guy, he's pouring his heart out here. So Comeback Kid, Rain City Sessions. So good pickup. Record Store Day. Now, this is what I was referring to before. This is the Across the Universe soundtrack. This was this year's Record Store Day exclusive. As soon as I saw this, I wanted it. We went down to Vintage Vinyl, it ran out, and I went to Scotty's to pick up a new needle about a month ago now, a month and a half ago, and I saw this in that overstock, you know, the Record Store Day overstock bin they had there, and I was really excited. Wasn't able to get it on Record Store Day, picked it up, absolutely amazing. It's got the number printed in there, it's limited pressing. I forget exactly how many, but yeah, so it's a nice gatefold. Opens up. We have the artwork from the movie that Jude does when he's trying to do the strawberry logo. This is they use this in the outgoing credits. This is what that's from. A couple screen caps here, track listing, credits there. You know, when I saw Across the Universe for the first time in theaters, I went to go see because one of my coworkers' daughters was in it, and you know, I figured, what the hey. It's basically a movie musical based on the songs of the Beatles. So your main characters are Jude and Lucy. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, Hey Jude. Just great. A lot of the covers were done really, really well. A couple weren't done so well, and thankfully those aren't on here, i.e. With a little help from my friends. With a little help from my friends in the movie it's for lack of a better word, corny. It's just not done super well. But on here, really good stuff. Blackbird, the version of Blackbird is really, really awesome. Come Together, with they got Joe Cocker to do Come Together. It's a good scene in the movie. Let It Be just rips your heart out. It was actually performed at the Grammys. I remember that distinctly. But yeah, this version of Let It Be has like a black gospel choir sound to it, so it has like that powerful, soulful, you know, style. Really, really good. If you've never seen this movie, Across the Universe, definitely check it out, especially if you're a Beatles fan. Now, this is pressed on see-through red and see-through blue to follow the aesthetic of the cover and everything else. So that's the red see-through there, okay? And then the other one is a blue see-through, which is here, and it's just really nice. It just matches the whole aesthetic of the album. Really, really cool. 2-disc, 2 LP, gatefold, Record Store Day exclusive, 2016, limited pressing, Across the Universe soundtrack. Really, really dope. I'm so happy when I got this. This is, if you watched my last video, this is currently my prized possession. Yeah, I'm just happy I have this. Really, really excited about that. Next is, it's a Banks 12-inch single from Record Store Day 2015. Banks, super talented, really awesome. If you don't know about her, definitely check her out. She's really, really dope. This just has a couple remixes. The remix is part 2. I'm not sure if there was a part 1. I really don't know too much about it. I saw it wasn't overpriced, picked it up. It's got Begging for a Thread, the Airplane remix, and then the instrumental, and then Begging for a Thread, the Kink remix. So it's the same song, different remixes. If I'm in that kind of mood, you know, just to get a little, dance a little bit, you know? Dance and feel it at the same time. Soulful dance music, you know? Good shit. Banks, the remix is part 2, 12-inch, 2015 Record Store Day exclusive. Oh man, La Dispute. La Dispute. What a great band. I remember hearing about them, not really getting into them back in the day when they were bigger in the scene, if you will. But then Thrice announced they were going on tour with La Dispute this year. Unfortunately, I missed it due to ridiculous circumstances, but so I decided to listen to them again, and this is the Tiny Dot session. Once again, very low-key version. So, for instance, where is it? A Departure from Air in Splitsville. If you're familiar with La Dispute, it's upbeat, kind of, you know, post-hardcore sounding, but these are just low-key sessions, and it's on this really cool, clear, yeah, nice clear press there. I was glad I got this. This is a 2016 Record Store Day exclusive from La Dispute, the Tiny Dot Sessions. Nice little La Dispute logo. The one side is all instrumental from the Tiny Dot's original score. If you don't know about La Dispute, their lead singer, I can't remember his name at the moment, but he's a poet first before a singer, and he has a lot of spoken word stuff, and she's really cool. La Dispute's a great band. The lyrical content is very powerful and strong. A lot of what they do is based on lyrics. So definitely check out La Dispute. Good band. Nice little Record Store Day pickup this year. This is the Man 6 Demon Bag 10th anniversary 2016 Record Store Day exclusive repress. It's a gatefold, two discs here. Yeah, really good record. I got the chance to see Man at Bonnaroo in 2011, my first year, and they were really good. Really, really fun band. The track list is here, and then it has, you see how it has all these little characters and everything? The original press for this was on 4 10-inches, and it's really dope because they're all picture discs with all these characters on them. So, yeah, it's a great album. This was my impulse buy in my last video, and I didn't know this was they had anything like this for Record Store Day this year. But I saw it there, and I bought it because it was a good price. They're a little out there. Check them out. Check out Man. Spider Cider was actually sampled by the rapper from West Orange I was talking about, GDP. One of his songs, they sample Spider Cider for the hook of their song, and it's really good. And I remember when I heard this album for the first time, I'm like, how do I know this? How do I know this? Oh shit, it's Man. They sampled Man. So that's cool. Van Helsing Boombox, Spider Cider, English Blood, just really good album. Different music right here. Man 6 Demon Bag, 10th anniversary 2016 Record Store Day exclusive. Really, really good. Just regular black. I'm 100% positive it's regular black. Just a regular black pressing. Yeah. So there we go. Nice heavy pressing. I believe it's got to be 180 gram. It's got some weight to it for sure. Yeah, my last record I'm going to be talking about today is the 2016 Record Store Day exclusive pressing of Jah Won't Pay the Bills, which is the first first cassette that Sublime did for Skunk Records. Really, really dope. You know, they had it available in 420 green. 420 green, haha, clever. I believe it matches the sleeve. I got the regular black pressing, so it's in there backwards right now, so I'm not going to pull it out. But the track list on here is really cool. You know, I'm going to take this off because I'm tired of this. Every time I pull this record out, I'm like, I ripped it so ugly and whatnot. So I'm going to pull this off right now so you can see it better. Yeah, so this has Side Juan instead of Side 1. Side Juan. DJ's Bad Fish, Let's Go Get Stoned, new song, How Did That. And backside, Don't Push, Ball and Chain, Slow Ride, Date Rape, and Live at Ease. Sublime is one of those bands that, you know, I feel like everybody loves Sublime except for maybe a certain person, Sir Chadwick. So, you know, just a good pickup. I was hoping for the 420 green, didn't get it. You know what's cool about this? It's the earlier demo versions of a lot of these songs. So for instance, Date Rape, it doesn't have that whole horn section. It just has the guitar, bass, and drums. So yeah, that's 2016 Record Store Day. Yeah, so you know that concludes my stack of Record Store Day videos. I did it again. Wow, that concludes my stack of Record Store Day records. Oh man, that's embarrassing. So you know, like I said, I have a lot of records here, and you know, I'm not going to go through them all unless that's something you really want to see. So I guess, you know, from time to time I'm just going to be pulling out a bit. You know, like I have a lot of Elton John records, a lot of Billy Joel records, so maybe we'll go head to head, you know, as per request from one of my friends. You know, just let me know what you think. Once again, you just watched Vinyl Visions, the Record Store Day exclusive video with your host, Joe Mike Hunt. Yeah. Anything, comments at the bottom, subscribe, like, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you so much for watching.